I can walk and do all kinds of things and my knees feel great. They feel better now. So I'm actually doing more at the gym than I couldn't do. So it's helped my knees. I am more positive. I actually do feel better. I feel happier.
Hey, Pam, thanks for coming to spend some time with me today.
Well, thank you, Tracy.
And thank you for being a moderator. I really want to honor the moderators who just, Twine is such a good time. So thank you for helping out with that.
It's a lot of fun, but once again, Julie and Thomas, man, they're amazing. They really are amazing. To listen to them talk, I love it. So I don't miss it because I love listening to what they have to say.
Oh yeah, me too. It's so cute. They're twins, right?
I knew they were brother and sister. I didn't know they were twins. Oh my gosh.
I think so.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I could swear I heard they were twins. So
yeah,
they're such cool people. We have a great team.
Yeah, you do.
So Pam, can you start off by telling the listeners a little bit about how you were feeling prior to coming to QHS?
I actually felt really pretty good. I felt healthy. Always worried about my health because my mother died, pretty young and, cancer and stuff. But I work out a lot and I try to eat the right vitamins and to do all the right things. And I don't always eat the right food, but I try. So I really think I felt pretty good coming into this whole thing.
Cool. Do or do not. There is no try. Master Yoda. I always give people a hard time with using the word try because the definition of try is a feeble attempt. So I know, right?
That's why I don't like the word fine. Don't ever use the word fine.
I am so with you. My son was in Mexico and I texted him. I'm like, how's it going? He goes, fine. I'm like, is that it?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be great?
I know my contractor was redoing our kitchen and he's like, and I said, what about this? And he goes, yeah, that would be fine. And I said, I'm not paying you $65,000 for fine. I want people to go in and go, whoa,
Yeah.
And
that's hilarious. But I'm with you. I mean, come on, like fine is mediocre at best, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So awesome. So then when you got your device, how long ago was that?
August last year.
Okay.
So 7 months.
So were you on any medication or were you taking anything for symptoms?
Anything for anything.
Okay. And then how has your device helped you feel better? I mean, you're already feeling good. So
I was already feeling good. I have things like my meniscus. I have torn meniscuses in both knees. And the doctor that I went to is one that doesn't really believe in surgery unless it absolutely is necessary. And he said at this point, there is no purpose for it. I mean, I was 35 years old when I did that. And so, but going to the gym, I could only do certain things, but my knees actually, I can walk and do all kinds of things and my knees feel great. They feel better now. So I'm actually doing more at the gym than I couldn't do. So it's helped my knees.
Oh, cool.
I am more positive. I actually do feel better. I feel happier most of the time. And I've always had a lot of energy, so I can't really tell if it's raised it a little bit more or not, but I don't need to take naps in the afternoon or anything. I'm one that just get up and just let's go and do something. And so
yeah, that's good. That's a good way to be. And then pretty soon we get to go to Salt Lake City, which is the highlight of, our lives, well, my life.
Mine too, yes. I'm waiting the days, counting. Somebody had a picture. Was that in the Q one with the waiting? There's no plane there, but there was the ladder going up to the plane,
Oh yeah.
I said that for other things, for like the RV and stuff like that. And I said, this was great because that's how I feel. Like my bags are packed. And then somebody goes, don't take a lot because you don't know if you're going to need them. So I'm thinking, okay, that's easy. I can throw some things in a bag and leave in 24 hours, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, she said we should have 2 weeks notice because they are putting together the schedule and everything. So
I know
we,
it's easier plane. If you're flying, it's, I don't know if you have to fly being in California, but I know the farther out you go, sometimes the plane flights are cheaper, and then they're also cheaper depending on if I fly out of Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, or whatever, you know? So
yeah. I just keep waiting for that notice. But we get to
I keep
basically,
waiting for you to get that notice.
I know. Everybody's like, has Ron gone through the QR yet? I'm like, do you think you're going to have to ask me? Like, it's going to be everywhere after we go through. So
Yeah.
anyway, so basically what we get is we get to have this healthy 30-year-old body with knowledge and experience. Because let me tell you, when I was 30, I wasn't so wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to that?
I'm actually looking, it seems sort of, what's the word? When I think about myself, I want the wrinkles gone on my face. I did something really stupid a long time ago that I wish I had never done, was promised results that I never got. And it's haunted me and driven me really, it really does regulate my everyday.
What'd you
And
do?
I had liposuction.
Okay.
And my arms, I always had like big arms. And so I could fit into medium clothes, but I needed a large or an extra large to put my arms in it. And even working out wasn't doing anything. So the number one place in town, you know, it was doing liposuction. He goes, oh no, look at the pictures, da da da, you know, we'll do this and your arms will shrink and you won't have this and you won't have that. Well, that didn't happen. I have that hangy skin now, so I can't wear even short sleeve shirts like I am now because I'm at home, but I have tank tops. I can't wear them. I can't wear short sleeve shirts. I have to wear clothes down to here just to cover my arms. And that has really affected my whole life since I've done that.
Oh, honey.
So to get that taken care of would be just huge. Even, you know, even not being 30 would be just to have that taken care of, that I can just go outside and feel comfortable, you know. Now I'm crying. So yeah, so I tell everybody, don't do it. Don't do it unless you're really young, because if you do it when you're older, and I was in my 50s when I did it, so it was, but anyways, that and my knees, I want, you know, my knees to be totally healed. And I just, yeah, to just feel like 30 again would be great, would be wonderful, you know, because there is a difference. And it doesn't help that a lot of my friends are around my age or a little bit younger, some are a little bit older, but I usually hang out with younger people, and they're all like, man, this getting old really sucks. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I go, like, stop saying that. Stop saying that, you know, but you just feel your body starting to, you know, whatever. So it'd just be nice to have the 30 feeling again. And my skin tight, like I said, my knees back, my ankles back. I've broken a few bones. And so on rainy days, which we have a lot of here, my ankle will hurt, will throb. If I drive my car with my foot turned the wrong way, it takes me about 5 minutes before I can actually walk on my foot again, because I broke my ankle and my foot, the same one. It was the 5th metatarsal, and that one is a very hard one to heal. And on top of that, I did it a week before I went to Israel, and one doctor told me not to go to Israel. The other doctor put me in a walking boot, and I did. And I'm glad I went on one hand, but on the other hand, it was probably the worst thing I did for my foot. So, so those, you know, those, I mean, they're minor, they're not life-threatening things, but there are things I have to live with every day that, that hurt, that you just don't feel great, so to get rid of all of that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The knees, like I want to, part of me wants to run again, but part of me doesn't care because I'm super active without it. But you said something I wanted to touch on. Oh shoot, what was it? It was so good. Oh, how your friends are like, oh, it's, like they don't move, moving to me, like there's a 77-year-old woman. I live across the street from a mountain, and hiking up to the top of the mountain is it's a workout, really good workout. And she gets up there, she goes probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 days a week, and she gets to the top, and then she carves a heart, and then a plus, and then a happy face, and then peace, or maybe it's opposite, but she goes like love, joy, peace up there, and 77 years old. So I told my husband, who's a mountain biker, I said, you need to hike to the top of that mountain with me, because he doesn't like to hike, and he did. But it's like motion is lotion for the joints. So the more we move, the better we feel. Just don't stop. The injuries are what kills us, because then it's a major setback.
Right. Well, that's, like I said, I can do squats all day long. I can't do lunges. I can do them, but the other girl, the 30-year-olds, they touch their knee to the ground and get up every single lunge, I go, but
you can still lunge without touching the ground. I never used to touch the ground until I started doing CrossFit.
Well, that's what I do, a lot of CrossFit.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Cool. You go to a CrossFit gym?
Yeah.
Well,
it's Rock House there. It's actually, they do a lot of, it's a CrossFit gym. They do a lot of different things. The guy that started it was an MP in the Army, and he trained all the guys, and he did all the rucking. And so the place is called Ruck House because that's where they kept their ruck bags. So, we got the big tires, you've got the things. That's the other thing. My upper body, I don't know. I couldn't do it when I was in grammar school. So I don't know if going through the Q arc will help me with my upper body, where I can actually do chin-ups, because I cannot I sit there and I try, and my upper body strength is just really bad.
Well, eat more protein. And like, I swear by eating more protein, I eat at least probably 125 grams a day. And it makes a huge difference. I did Murph I don't know if you guys do Murph on Memorial Day, but it was 100 pull-ups.
Oh,
and 200 push-ups.
I just ignore that stuff. So I hear about it later, but yeah.
But I couldn't do any pull-ups until this year.
Wow.
And I've been training forever, but I upped my protein, and it made a big difference. It's crazy. So, yeah. Yeah,
he puts those rubber things on the bottom. And so I stand on those. And so if I go down, I can actually sort of go up, because the rubber thing actually push me up, but I still can't get up. Will be like, farther, but not.
You can do two bands helps.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm totally digressing, because I love it when I meet a CrossFitter. I just love CrossFit. I joined because
I love it too.
My gym closed. I used to teach at the Y, and then they closed with COVID. And so this CrossFit gym, they closed for a minute, but then they're like, screw this. And so they reopened, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So I've been there for 3 years.
Yeah. I've been mine for probably 5 now. And they did close for only a little bit during COVID, and then they opened up, and then they said, unless you want to, you don't even have to wear a mask. I said, because I'm going to pass out wearing a mask. And they said, if somebody comes in, though, wear the masks underneath your neck. And if somebody comes in, just flip it up a little bit so that they don't get into trouble. But we didn't have to wear masks or anything.
Yeah, we didn't either. I'm so glad. I would never work out without a mask. I wouldn't have joined if they made that.
No.
So
yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be. That's what I love about our members is they are very like-minded. Right now, who knows what it's going to be when we grow into the millions, but right now we've got a small, tight, select group,
Yeah.
it's fun, but
I'll
it's going to
take
be a
pictures of me
blast.
doing lunges like the younger girls do, or chin-ups or something. Put that
Oh,
in.
you're going to be able to do it all, girl.
Yeah.
It'll
I
be
always
fun.
wanted to be a trainer too, so that's something I could even, get back into and start doing. That was a thought that I had wanted to do at one time, and then you start thinking, oh, I'm getting older. Who's going to want to train for me? They're all young kids, but
But think about this, inspiring women that are, not 30, right? A little older than 30. Like one of my humanitarian projects, I wanted to do CrossFit gyms for women only, so that they could start with the basics and they don't have to feel the pressure and, for beginners.
well,
So,
our gym is right next to this one restaurant. And every Friday, the Jewish home brings people in the van, and they all get out in their wheelchairs and they can't walk and they can't do anything. And the guy that owns the gym goes, that's why you're here. So you don't do that when you're their age. But I'm thinking, you don't even know how old they are. And he doesn't know how old I am either anymore. But, and I don't know if you knew this, but Time Magazine, and you probably already know this because you know these things. Time Magazine had done this huge article years ago when I was training with actually the same guy that opened this gym, but he was somewhere else. And they went into nursing homes, and the men and women that were on walkers and they couldn't do anything, they had them start doing weightlifting. And within a month, they were out of their walkers and they could actually walk. And it wasn't like big, heavy, 40-pound things. It was just light weights, doing leg lifts. They were doing all these different things, and totally changed. They didn't need their walkers anymore, just from weightlifting.
yeah.
And then I don't think it was QARC that was doing this one, but they did a thing too with the same thing, lifting weights, but they also put them on a carnivore diet. And all of a sudden, these people were leaving the nursing homes because they didn't need to be there anymore, from just those two things. So I'm so into that.
I never saw that article, but it sounds amazing. And even my own mom, she uses a walker. She's just turned 80. And I was trying to, because I've been a trainer for a long time, but I was just saying, Mom, just do sit stands, sit and then just stand, just do
Yeah.
those,
Yeah.
and then you do them really slow and, time under tension. And she just wouldn't do it.
Well, yeah. Yeah. See, when I was home during COVID, I did 100 sit stands every day. I ran up and down my stairs, and then my knees didn't bother me either. Something happened before COVID and after COVID. I could run up and down the stairs without a problem with my knees. Now they don't hurt, but I can't run up and down the stairs anymore. And I don't know why that happened, but I still can do 100 sit stands, without it. That was my day thing, was sit stands and running up and down the stairs for my exercise.
That's good.
I had bands too. So stomach exercises with the bands, and V sit-ups and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. I mean, really, truly keep moving.
Well, that's it. And on Fridays, like I said, on Fridays, when you see the Jewish home people all coming, and every single one of them, not one of them can walk. And it's like, please come in the gym. Let's work with you a little bit so that you can feel better and you don't, have to do that.
Yeah, I need to find that Time magazine. Do you know how long ago it was?
Oh gosh, that was a long time ago.
Okay.
My kids were still little. So,
Oh, wow. So that's really long.
well, let's see, Vinny's 40. So probably 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. So super long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I probably won't be able to find it, but it's a great thing. And I'm telling you, it is true, because strength training is underrated and not thought about. I mean, I remember back, women would say, I'd say, you need to start lifting weights in the gym instead of just doing these aerobics classes. And
Right.
they said, well, I don't want to get bulky. And I'm like, do I look bulky? Like, I don't think I'm bulky, but I've been lifting for decades, and heavy.
Yeah.
So, but they just have a misconception, probably because they've seen women bodybuilders who are probably juicing it, and that's the only way a woman can get really bulky, unless they're lucky and blessed with amazing genes. But most of us,
Yeah.
you just can't. Well, Pam, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you. And thank you so much for coming to share your story with us. And I hope that you'll come back and do part 2 after QARC.
I definitely will, because I'm planning on having so much to say.
All right, my darling Pam. Well, I so enjoyed talking with you. So thanks for coming to hang out with me today.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds
sweet
good.
girl. Have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
day.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.